Here's my official AEW Revolution recap. I'm gonna be posting more individual videos to go over certain moments and stuff, like who I think Jack Perry will fight, who I think Lena Cross and Megan Bayne will feud with going forward, what happens with Hanger next, what I think happens with Ospreay next, because the bruv is back. So what happened on Zero Hour? Ricochet defended the national championship in the 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal. He ended up losing it to Jungle Jack Perry. Congrats to Jack. He is from LA, so that's dope. Good for you, man. Willow Nightingale ended up defending her TBS championship against Lena Cross, which she did end up retaining. She did suffer a little shoulder thing in the match, and they kind of exploited that in the tag match later on. We saw Boom and Doom. Boom! I had to do it for the one time. Versus the Infantry. It was cool. Rizzler got involved, and Big Justice got a spear on Sean Taylor, which was crazy. All right, so the way I'm going to go about this, I think I'm going to go least to more favorable matches. So my least is probably the women's tag titles. I missed that match completely. I went to go get food. I got tenders, fries, and a freaking soda because I just needed a break in between, and I feel like that was the more, kind of lesser of everything going on. Dude, every other match on here freaking ruled. I genuinely enjoyed Marina Shafir and Toni Storm. That was genuinely fire. But yeah, the results of the card. I'll go over the results, and then I'll go over my initial thoughts of the card. So we had new tag team champions within the women. So Lena and Megan Bayne are the new tag champions. We had Roddy, Orange, and Darby defeat the Dogs. Kind of annoyed because personally I think the Dogs needed a win on their first PLE. It's David Finlay, bruv, but it is what it is, man. Swerve and Brody was fire. Swerve got his dub. Kenny Omega made the return to save Brody after the match. Toni Storm and Marina Shafir was actually really good. I didn't really expect it to be good, but it was decent. And then Ronda Rousey makes her AEW debut. And she calls out Toni Storm. I guess that's what we're going to do. Maybe it might be a one and done. I think it is going to be promo, though, because I know Ronda has a big upcoming fight soon, and they were already, promoting that the minute she came out. Tekla and Stat was low-key a really underrated match. Tekla retained in that. That was a really, really good match. Dude, Tekla is insane, bro. She is insane. Moxley and Takeshita was cool. Wrong winner, but Moxley proved why he is still one of the head guys of AEW for a reason. That was a really, really good match for me. Bandito and Andrade was badass. That was so much fun. I enjoyed that a lot. That was cool. Jet Speed reclaimed the Trios Championships, but this time with a new partner in Místico, who is officially all elite. They defeat the Don Callis family of Proto Kata and Mark Davis. That was a banger of a match. I enjoyed that. Kevin Knight freaking cleared 2 people with his freaking crazy frog splash thing. That thing was dope, dude. He's insane, bro. Kevin Knight, you're dope, dude. For real. You're fucking insane. The World Tag Team Championships was a banger too. FTR versus the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks, low-key, I thought they were going to get the dub because they gave them a heartfelt, inspo, video package thing. But no, FTR get the dub with a super shatter machine from the top. And then we saw the return of Cope and Christian, bro. That was badass. That was sick. Seeing Will Ospreay was a top 3 moment for me for real, because that's literally hands down my favorite AEW wrestler. I think him and Andrade for sure. I think him, Andrade, and probably Swerve Strickland are my top 3. Kyle O'Reilly's low-key in there, but as a 4th or 5th. But yeah, dude, no, this pay-per-view was fun as shit. I had a lot of fun. Shout out the homies for real that I went with. Y'all are dope as hell. Let's talk about the main event, though. Texas Death, bro. Hanger versus Maxwell Jacob Friedman. If Hanger does not win, he does not get the AEW World Heavyweight Championship ever again. He cannot challenge for it ever. And Max retained, bro. That thing was crazy. Dude, they're fighting off the stage. Dude, they did a crazy freaking belly-to-belly thing where, dude, all the fireworks and pyro were going off still. And I was like, oh, shit. Dude, it was just crazy moment after crazy moment. Dude, they had a syringe spot. Shout out Swerve for that. Like low key, Hanger kind of got what he, kind of got what he had coming to him. And then it was kind of symbolic in terms of how he lost the title. Was the whole like rope choke thing that he did to Mox. That's how he ended up losing to MJF. And MJF is smart as hell because early on into the match, they did a glass spot where Hanger body slams Max into the glass. And what Max does is super IQ, bro. He sweeps it up and puts it down into the ground, and that's where Hanger lies, as he eventually doesn't make the 10 count because he's passed out from the rope choke. And Max retains, bro. That was such a fun ass fucking night, dude. That was probably like greatest show I've ever been to, bro. Hands down, like outside of the women's tag match, bro. Every match was good. I even enjoyed this one, dude. I wasn't even really like too like crazy about it because I've never really seen Marina like have like ones like that with anybody. But she held her own, bro. She was having her own little moments too. Tony freaking bit her boob. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, bro. Nah, it was fun though, dude. Shout out the homies I went with for real. But yeah, also, check this out. I met the man Darby Allin, man. That's sick. I also met the Costco guy. 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, bro, he's cool as shit. He's really dope, dude. It was cool to like, dude, cause he came out after the show and was, dude, just like engaging with everybody, dude. He actually like took time to talk to everybody and was really, really dope and really, really genuine. Like I didn't expect that from this guy, but he was cool. Really, really dope, man. Also, earlier in the day, I got a comic book from the exclusive like AEW thing that they were doing, the DC collab. I met Orange Cassidy, and then I also met Timeless Tony Storm. That was cool. Bro, that's crazy, dude, to literally go to an AEW show, you get to meet 4 wrestlers. Like, I know Darby and Big Boob AJ weren't freaking guaranteed to meet, but bro, that was sick, dude. I had such a fun ass time. But for real, bro, I highly recommend watching AEW Revolution. That was a fun ass experience. That was a fun ass pay per view. I had probably the best time of my life, hands down. As a wrestling fan, I had the best time of my life. All right, later, y'all.